morning, good evening, good afternoon, everyone. Good to see everyone. And happy Saturday. Hope everyone has a good day, a good start of the weekend. And welcome to our multilingual live. And today we'll talk about the cost. Think about it. What has waiting to start something cost you, right? We always talk about what is costing us to start something, right? When you get something, what's costing you? How about if you don't do that thing? What's that cost? So we'll talk a bit about that today, and of course, especially about the cost of not starting your own business when you found an opportunity, right? The cost of keep waiting it, and what's really that cost. But before we go into that, let's do a quick round of intro of these amazing ladies here who are joining me this morning, my morning. I'm Dana. I'm originally from Romania. Bună ziua, bună seara, dragi români care mă urmăriți și bine ați venit la live-ul în engleză. Suntem aici cu alți business parteneri de afaceri ca să vorbim despre afacerea noastră online și dacă sunteți curioși, ascultați-ne până la sfârșit sau veniți luni după masă la sesiunea în română. So, originally from Romania, but I live in Canada for over 20 years with my family. By profession, I'm IT manager. I still have my full-time job. And also in parallel, I have my own online business, same like everyone here, using the same amazing system that you can do no matter how busy your life it is. And we'll talk more about that. Sita, good afternoon. Good to see you.
Good afternoon. Thank you so much, Dana, for having me on this platform. Salvonani linjani lonke elingabe lisibukele ngalesi sikhathi. Mina ngivela eZimbabwe, koBulawayo to be precise. Ngihlala e-UK lemuli yami, ngingunesi and njalo ngirana online business. I'm Sita, I'm a mom, I'm a nanny as well. I'm originally from Zimbabwe, from Bulawayo to be precise, and I'm running an online business, and I live in the UK with my family, and I'm also a nurse by profession and a proud mentor. Thank you so much. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Sita. Mafe, good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning, Dana. Thank you for this opportunity again. And magandang umaga sa inyong lahat at sa magandang gabi kung saan man kayo ngayon. Tunghaya niyo po kami ngayon sa another podcast namin as part of our journey as a digital entrepreneur. My name is Mape and I'm originally from the Philippines, Iloilo, Ilongga, and I'm working here in Arizona. I've been here for 9 years and working manufacturing, and I'm proud digital entrepreneur. Thank you, Dana.
Thank you, Kim. Good morning. Good to see you.
Good morning, Dana. Good morning, ladies. Good afternoon, good evening from wherever you are. So my name is Kim, and I'm originally from Vietnam, currently living in Ontario, Canada for the past 40 years with my husband and a teenager daughter. I'm an IT professional by day, but also a very proud digital business by night. So hello mọi người, xin chào. Mình tên là Kim và mình đang sinh sống ở Canada cùng chồng và một con gái 18 tuổi, cũng trên hơn 40 năm rồi. Công việc chính của mình là làm trong lĩnh vực IT, nhưng mà bây giờ mình cũng đang sở hữu một cái kinh doanh số cho riêng bản thân mình và cho gia đình của mình. Thank you, Dana. Back to you.
Thank you, Kim. Dantika, staying in Canada. Good morning.
Hi, good morning, everyone, and thank you for joining us, and hello to all these beautiful ladies and whoever following us. So my name is Abentika. I live in Toronto, Canada for almost 18 years, but I'm originally from Kolkata, India. I'm a Bengali girl, and I live here with my husband and my 2 kids. I'm a full-time a worker with the provincial government in Canada, but at the same time, I'm also working on this online digital business, and we are going to talk about more about this, so stay tuned with us. নমস্কার, আমার নাম অবন্তিকা। আমি কলকাতা, ইন্ডিয়া থেকে, কিন্তু আমি এখন টরন্টো, কানাডাতে থাকি 18 বছর আমার ফ্যামিলির সাথে। আমি এখানে প্রভিন্সিয়াল গভর্নমেন্টের সাথে একজন মানে আমি এখানে কাজ করি কর্মরত, কিন্তু ফুল টাইম কর্মরত হওয়ার সাথেও আমি এই অনলাইন ডিজিটাল বিজনেসটা করছি এখন অলমোস্ট 1.5 বছর। তো আমরা কেউ যদি কোনো এই অনলাইন সুযোগ খোঁজেন যে সাথে তাদের প্রফেশনের সাথে এটা করতে চান, তাহলে এটা আপনারা দেখতে পারেন। যদি কোনো প্রশ্ন থাকে আমাকে প্রশ্ন পাঠাতে পারেন। আমি অনেক আনন্দিত হব আপনাদের এই ব্যাপারে আরো বিশদ বিবরণ দেওয়ার জন্য। সাথে থাকুন। থ্যাংক ইউ সো মাচ, Dana. Back to you.
Thank you, Abantika. Going to sunny Florida. Ruby, good morning. Really morning for you. It's even earlier.
Yeah. Good morning, Dinah. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, beautiful ladies in here. I'm so glad to be back to this talk show again. So my name is Ruby. Originally I'm from Vietnam, and I'm from Florida, USA. I live in here for 24 years. I'm a mother of 3. I have two teenager kids and have one little baby. And my profession is I'm a nurse. I work at night, and also I'm proud to be the digital business owner. I work anytime I want, so that's the only thing I like. And I want to say a little bit Vietnamese, okay? Hello cả nhà, xin chào buổi sáng mọi người, lại là Ruby đây. Thì hôm nay Ruby lại rất là hân hạnh được quay lại, được lên cái buổi talk show với tất cả các cái chị em ở tất cả mọi miền trên đất nước. Giống như trên thế giới mình làm cái kinh doanh số này. Thì Ruby nếu mà ai chưa biết đến mình ấy, thì Ruby tên là Ruby Phương Nguyễn. Ruby đến từ tiểu bang Florida, Hoa Kỳ. Ruby là mẹ của 3 đứa con. Ruby có 2 đứa con thì đang tuổi trưởng thành rồi, có với một cháu bé là 3 tuổi. Thì cái ngành chính của Ruby là Ruby là một y tá làm ca đêm, nhưng mà ban ngày hay là những cái buổi nào Ruby có thời gian thì Ruby là run cái business online này. Rồi, thank you so much, back to Dinah.
Thank you, Ruby. And last but not least, Natalia. Bună dimineața.
Bună dimineața, Dana. Hello, ladies. Hello, everyone, wherever you are. I'm Natalia. I am a mom of 2 beautiful children, wife, and I'm the substitute teacher in the United States. By profession, I'm a decorative artist. I live in the United States more than 15 years now, and I'm originally from Republic of Moldova. And on the side, I'm doing like everyone else and here live, I'm doing online business, which I love very much as well. And it's my actually hope in the future based on everything what we have today. So I want to say something in my language too. Bună seara, țară! Noi suntem iarăși din nou la Dana în vizite. Vorbim despre afacerea business-ului care îl avem online astăzi. E o temă foarte importantă și interesantă. Dacă sunteți interesați și ne urmăriți de undeva astăzi, lăsați un mesaj și orice întrebare care o aveți, noi ne vom reveni și putem să discutăm. Thank you very much, Dana. Back to you.
Thank you, Natalia, and thank you everyone again for being here with me this morning, afternoon, evening, depends where you are. And for those watching us, definitely, regardless if you are watching us live or recording, put in the comments where you are watching us from. We are a global business and we are reaching globally, so we'd like to see which part of the world you are watching us from. And if you have any comments, definitely put it in there, or any questions. We can try even to answer some of them live. And I love how Natalia said we are all business owners, at least the people here live, but we are here to inspire more people to become business owners. And we'll talk today about, cost of wanting to do that, thinking to do that, and not doing anything. But before we go into that, let me quickly talk about what this business is about. Because if you are, here for the first time, or maybe not for the first time on this live, but you see us coming every Saturday, Sunday, maybe, and it's like, what are all these ladies talking about? What type of business they have, all of them. So what we do, we help people launch their own online business, right? We are where you are right now. We are there looking for a change, and we got help. We found this amazing system, and we are, helped to start. And now we are here to pay it back, to help other people start. How? Using a proven system is designed to work for anyone, regardless of, what skill set you have. If you don't have to have any previous experience. If you have, good for you. If not, no needed. Regardless of your age, we have, as long as you are 18, and we have people who started over 80. I met an 85-year-old lady in a wheelchair that came to one of our offline meeting events, and she started a business recently. So yeah, age is not a limit. And location, as you can see, we are from all over the world. We have people from faraway islands that I never heard, and they are our business partners. And what does it mean, business partner? Think of it like an online franchise, right? We all use the same system. Our businesses are our own businesses. We are not related. Our businesses are not related in any other way than the fact that we are all use the same system. That the system gives you everything you need. It gives you the tools, all the automation that's done for you. You don't have to do anything. The system runs by itself. It gives you the training, teach you how to use the system, teach you what this business is about, and teach you how to run your business. And the most important part, which I think, is you get your own mentor, you get a coach, but you get to be part of this community, which is a very active community, very supportive community, who are there to really support, encourage you, help you in any way, while you still maintain the full control of the business, right? You decide how much time, money, or energy you invest in the business. And it's the type of business that I keep saying that it's many things, but two things is not. It's not a job. You don't get any salary at the end of the month, no matter what you do, right? And it's not a get rich quick scheme. You'll not hear us saying, yeah, you'll get 10,000 in the first week, or like, look how many money I make, because it's not one of those that promises a lot and then you fell short on it, right? It's a serious business. You have to put effort, you have to show up for the business, but it's a business that you can start making money from the day one when you start. Okay, maybe not day one, maybe week one, where you start learning and set it up the business, right? It's a business that you keep learning, and you'll hear all of us, no matter if we started a month ago or 5 years ago, we still learn, while we earn through the business, and the business grows with us. And it's a business that you can leave to your kids. We had lives before where we talk about this. I'm sure we'll talk more about how you can leave it as a legacy to your kids. So that's about the business. I hope all of you watching us give you a bit more. But again, if you have any questions, put it there. We'll try to answer them live. Now let's talk about that cost, right? Because all of us here, the first thing most of you ask when we talk about the business is, oh, how much does it cost? Do I have to invest any money? Yes, it's a business. You cannot start a business with zero money. And those things that you hear online, oh, how to start a business for free, that's not a business. That's a scam. I don't know what they are doing. But you cannot start a business. This is a serious business. You have to invest. How much do you have to invest? It's up to you. But today I want to talk about the cost of, okay, how about if you don't invest? You are here, you find out about this model. We try to give you all the details. We have a free info session where you find out more about it. But you decide to still wait and not start today. And I don't know, wait for something. Everyone has different reasons when they say they want to wait. Sita, how, if I ask you, when you started this business, right, you had some ideas with some reasons for starting. And then talk a bit about how the business, and of course you invested some money in the business. How the business help you save some money? And in which way that you didn't expect?
As you said, thank you so much, Dana. As you said, when we think about business, we think about investing money. Yes, we have invested money. I used to travel distance from one health sector to another to clock in the hours so that I can get more money. At the end of the day, you realize that you have clocked in so much money, and the taxman takes even more money, and you are losing more money than you realize. Then at the end of the year, you get another tax bill that we overpaid you, that you have to pay back the money. And I realized that, since I've started this business, I've stopped traveling miles and miles to clock in hours. So I make those hours, or I make my money when I'm in the comfort of my home. So I'm no longer traveling those miles. And since I've been on this business, I'm so shocked that I've been getting tax returns refunding me money instead of taking money. They are no longer saying that you owe us money. Instead, they say they owe me money. So that's making me so excited. And even the other thing, I used to scroll on the phone to look for bargains and sales and buying a lot of things that I didn't even need because they were on sale. But now I spend my time scrolling on my phone, responding to my business inquiries, and also doing my post. So I've saved so much money because I was so shocked that this year I didn't really shop anything, or even the year before, but clothes wise, because I used to find a lot of dresses in my wardrobe still got tags. And some of them, when I looked at them, I realized I can't even wear this. Why did I even buy it? Because I had so much time that I didn't know what to do with it. So now, since I've been doing this business, I've saved so much money from clothes shopping and commuting. So that money all coming together, that is a lot of savings that I even use to spend on my business, to grow my business, than worrying that, oh, where will I get that money? Thank you so much, Dana. Back to you.
Thank you, Sita. Oh, I love it. So many good points there. And I didn't even think of the money you spend on things that you don't want. Oh yeah, I have to check my closet. Maybe I need to return some of those stuff, right? I agree. Who doesn't have in the closet things that they purchased and then they got home and they realized, or they received the package and realized like, oh, I have three others similar at home.
Mm-hmm.
And you don't get a chance to wear them. And totally agree with you. That's because of, you just go and scroll without a reason. Now, when you scroll, you have a very focused reason, and you scroll in the intent of making money, not spending money. But and also I really like the tax season. It's like, oh, it was always for me. I knew starting a business will give me something back, but the first year when I did my taxes at the end of the year, I was like I won the lottery. I was like, oh my god, how true they were my money, right? In the end, it was my money that they took. Now they give it back. But if I wouldn't have a business, I wouldn't have gotten those money back, right? Because that's how it works. You cannot, when you are just an employee, you don't have any deduction. So yeah, I'm looking forward for the tax year, and I think everyone here, right, for the tax season is like, hoo, I'm getting a bonus, right? What do I do with those money? Well, the good thing would be celebrate with those money, maybe take a short vacation, but also invest it back in the business, because that's the smartest way, right? Especially when you are still growing your business, the smart way is invest back into the business, because that's how you grow fast. Um, so yeah, thank you, Sita. Very, very good points on unexpected ways that the business save you money, not only that you invest in it. Mafe, how about let's talk? So Sita mentioned about the money saved. How about the opportunities that
Yeah.
you have missed if you had started? Let's talk about that.
Thank you, Dana. So there's a lot of opportunities I'm gonna miss if I haven't started. If I haven't started this business, I would have missed so much opportunity, not just financially, but personally too. So I wouldn't have met amazing people from around the world, especially during a convention. I met you, Dana, and Kim in the convention last June. So I wouldn't have met the chance to interview business partners where I get to know them on and off the camera too. So I probably still be stuck in the same routine, wishing you for change, wishing me for change, not doing anything about it. But I'm grateful I took a leap. It's truly opened doors I never imagined. This journey isn't about extra income only. It's about transformation. It's about confidence I gained, the people I met, and the mind shift, the positive mindset that I developed. Before, I'm so shy, and then I'm so negative. But because of this opportunity, I learned a lot. I learned to build something online from scratch, and most importantly, I learned how to believe in myself again. But because before I'm so too much, oh, I will say, oh, I cannot do this, I cannot do that. I'm too much. I'm too shy to do this. But because of this opportunity, the mind shift that happened, I realized I'm capable of something more. And I'm so grateful for that. Thank you, Dana.
Thank you, Mafe. Oh yeah. I heard so many stories about how this business changed people personally that it's amazing. And I feel it myself, right? But I heard some surprising stories of I met business partners who for the first time, and they are like people in ladies in their 40s, 50s. For the first time in their life, they traveled alone. And it give them the business, give them the courage to travel alone, to leave the kids home with the husband and travel alone from US to Canada or from, and it give them, they felt so empowered. They feel like, wow, I feel like I'm a different woman, right? So it's a small thing. And if you think it's like, come on, an adult in their 50s, you never traveled alone. Yeah, you never, right? Because you get married, you travel with parents, then you travel with your husband. And it's never, you have the opportunity, but you never have the courage. Is always like, oh, can I do it alone? Should I do it? It's like you are thinking of all kind of, imagining all kind of things, right? And I'm not here to say, hey, it's good to travel alone, but it's good to feel empowered, to feel that you can do whatever you want, right? Like I love going on vacation with my family. I don't think I'll go on vacation alone, but also I'm not afraid to say, yeah, if I have to, I can do whatever I want, right? So yes, this business, it kind of pushes you a bit into those zones out of your comfort, but then you feel so empowered, such a different person. So yes, Mafe, thank you for sharing your story, right? And your how it changes you, right? And how, yes, meeting people, right? Getting, like we talk here, we feel like we know each other, and then it's so good when you get to hug them. It's like, hey, I know you my whole life. Don't you know? I didn't know Mafe my whole life, only for a couple of months or maybe a year, but still you feel such a strong connection with these people. It's amazing. So, and still, with all of that, people are still afraid to start something new, right? So, Kim, why do you think people hesitate to start? Is because they don't know? Is because they are not curious enough? What's your take on that?
Well, uh, people hesitate to start their, own online digital business for many reasons, right? And I think the most of them come down to fear and not sure how to start or what to do. Many people used to kind of, feel comfortable staying in their 9 to 5 job, that they thought of stepping outside of the comfort zone, like staying, like, outside of the, going to the unknown, basically. It just felt scary, like it just felt risky. So they just worry about, failing or losing money, or just doesn't know enough about, the knowledge, like the marketing skills, the technology, or any business strategies. And also some may feel overwhelmed because of the sheer of information out there, and they don't know where to start, and they just end up doing nothing, right? So yeah, and some of them also kind of fear about, the judgment from their family or their friends, and what if it doesn't work. Those questions just come very often from those people. So that's the piece of mindset that I was going to talk about. So you kind of have to change a little bit the way how you think, because what if it does work, right? So like most people just need, like, just wait for the perfect time to start something. But in reality, like, you have to take action, and you have to keep consistent, right? And just not waiting for the perfect time to start. Um, yeah, and lastly, I think there's another group of people who kind of based on their past experience, because they already started business and they fail in their business. So they have that, you know, trauma that if they start another business again, they're going to fail, right? Some because of their background, because of their religion, or whatever the reason. And maybe like they kind of having like multiple job already, so they don't want to take on more things on their plate, right? So yeah, but like those things are kind of holding them back. But with this business, I mean, yeah, it's a lot of things to handle. We are all busy professionals here, and we have a lot of responsibility in our place. We have family to take care. We have, you know, our own stuff to do, our own job to do. But because we take the step to start a business with the right tools, with the right people, that's when you kind of break the hesitation, right? And doors of opportunities to open. And that's the first step that is going to change completely your life. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. Back to you, Dana.
Thank you, Kim. Yes, so many reasons, right? And thank you for pointing different ones, right? To start, what would people think? Oh, it's too much for me. Can I do it? Or I don't have time, right? I already have 3 jobs. Well, maybe it's exactly the time. If you have 3 jobs, that's exactly when you should start a business, because you need to get rid of the 3 jobs, and you need to, because definitely the 3 jobs are not working for you, right? So maybe it's start to find something that you can build that's working for you. But it's not easy, and we know that, you know, we all have all those negative thoughts, or you know, that fear. But when you find something that it seems real, and you hear like us, people, normal people from different parts of the world, from different backgrounds, that are coming here every week and keep talking about the same thing, maybe it's something there, right? So maybe be curious, go and take the first step, and learn more about it, right? So be curious more than you are. Hi, Tam. I want to say hi. Watching from California. Thank you for watching us. Yes. So be curious more than you are skeptical. Definitely be skeptical. Definitely ask 1,000 questions. That's why we are here, to answer all your questions. But don't say, oh no, it's not for me, before you really understand what this business is. Because what will happen is you'll regret. And we have so many examples of people who found out about this business 5 years ago, and they didn't think it's for them, and then they started this year, and it's like, oh, if I would have started 5 years ago. And you look around and see people who started 5 years ago, how this business changed their lives, right? So you cannot return time, you cannot go back. So at least if you make a decision, ensure that that decision is based on real facts. It's based on, you know, the research, and get all your questions answered. Don't just postpone it or say it's not for me without really understanding what this is. And about talking about waiting, Bantika, how does this waiting, do you think, affect someone's confidence or momentum to get started, right? You find out the business and you let months and months to pass, you keep waiting.
Yeah, that's a very great question, Dana, and thank you for the question. So I believe all of us, we are sitting in this panel today, you know, all of us had the same kind of, right? Like before taking the action, maybe we took a little time, like we waited for the right time. So what I'm trying to say that, you know, this is a very common nature for the human being, that waiting for the action or waiting for that right moment, you know, like typically that kills the confidence, right? And that kills the momentum because usually it brings the anxiety, the fear, the self-doubt, right? So that always kills the, you know, the first step, you know, that momentum, or that stop us by taking the action. So that's why, even if it's very imperfect, or even if it's not the right time, but I would recommend from my own experience that this is very important to start, you know, even if it's imperfect, even if it's not the right time, we think typically, because it always bring the confidence, and it always create the momentum, right? And usually if we wait for a longer time, it encourage our overthinking or indecision. So it typically trap us in a paradise of analysis, right? It always we think what will happen if I will do so, and even we hear what the other people they are saying about it, right? We take the people's words there instead of using our own brains or our own heart. So that's why this is a very common simple human nature. So that's why it's very important to overcome this. And it also brings our fear or the anxiety or what will happen in future. We think about that. We think about our self-doubt, right? So that's why it's better to listen to your heart and take your first step. So that's what I believe, and that's what I did. And as I said earlier, that it also kills the momentum, right? When you were starting something new, something for the first time in your life, it always comes with a momentum, right? So we should keep that momentum intact, instead of making it too delay or taking too long time to start it. So that's why it's very important that even though you start it imperfectly, still we should start it. We should take the first step. That's what I would say. So here I would like to just tell a very short story. A friend of mine, like, she loves when people come late. Like if she invites some people or some guests or some friends, and sometimes people come late, right? So that usually gives her a time to meditate, when usually he doesn't get any time to do that, right? So when people come late, so he finds that instead of waiting for them to arrive, she's always grateful for those extra minutes with her own mind, with her own breath, right? So that means what I'm trying to say here, that instead of waiting for that perfect time, and instead of waiting and getting anxious for that perfect time, if we use that time in a more effective way, so that will actually boost up our mind, our heart and soul, right? So that's why we always channelize that time in a better way. So that's why here is, I would say, whoever are following us, here is your invitation to embrace the new journey. In case if you are looking for something like this, whatever we are doing, believe that your life, even if it's messy, it's dusty, still take the first step. So this is very, very important. So what are you waiting for? Feel free to reach any of us. So that's all I can say today, Dana. Thank you. Back to you.
Thank you, Bantika. Yeah, interesting point. If you are waiting, at least use that waiting time for to get your thoughts and not get distracted. I usually I hate when people are late. If I say 3 p.m., I expect people 3 p.m. And I know in this country no one comes at 3 p.m. if you ask them for 3. But I'm the one who, if you ask me to come at 3 p.m., I may be there at 3:01. But yeah, so I'll not give you much time to meditate. But hey, and I'm same on everything I did. Right when I found out about this business, I didn't even watch the webinar to the end. I just jumped in. My mentor didn't even have time to add me to the internal group that we have for the first people. I just jumped through the steps because I think it's very important. If you feel that something it is, and we all get that excitement, that momentum, it's good to use that momentum to keep you going. Because if not, you'll find all kinds of reasons and people coming into your head, and later you regret. I don't know. For me, in my life, whatever I did, and that's how I function, it helped me. So maybe everyone is different, but most of the people usually regret things that didn't do than the things that they did. So think about that, right? It's a good reason why there are so many quotes or saying out there that jump and then you'll learn how to fly, right? So it's use that momentum. If you are here, if you are listening about this, there is a reason. You are not by mistake, you are not by accident here. It's a reason. You are looking for something. So why are you postponing and thinking and finding 1,000 reasons? What's the risk? Listen for 30 minutes or 90 minutes of an info session, paying the $149 that you can get it back in 30 days if it's not for you. Think of it. What's really the risk? Maybe it's not for you, but what if it's for you, this business? So yes, definitely a lot of waiting will kill that momentum. And then you'll regret later on. But how about let's talk about the people who started. And Ruby, once you started, what's something that you gained faster than maybe you thought that you'll gain?
Thank you so much, Dana. That are great questions. The first thing I say, what is the I not like unexpected for me when I try to did business that in myself, that my confidence. Actually, the matter like me to be a nurse, I never know any tech savvy. I don't know any social media. The first time, can you imagine? I hold the phone and recording myself to load the video. Nothing I'm doing. I'm shaking all my phone, drop it off. That's all I will do. And even though like right now I'm sitting in a Zoom with all ladies in here all over the world, and I can this is a go live for been live for all over the world. I never thought myself I sit in here can talk like this. That is the most like I never thought myself I can sit down and speak even not my own language, my mother tongue language. And in the business itself, the first thing I see that my personal growth. And I learned so much from business community that all my goal minded. I learned so many life experience from all matters sit in this room or any business owner in my community. They share so much life experience, how to be a mother and all how to help me to grow my business. That's a more blessing I've been learned and I get from this business. But the most part of this is the lady I'm talking right now in this room, that's Miss Dana. She has so created my, for the IT thing, all the, created all the technology things. So I learned so much from her, but I never thought like in my life I can do all the, I can edit my video or I edit this and that. I don't know what is a business about. So that is the best part of for me to earn from this business, not just about my paycheck. And the best of that, that is my time with my family and even though with my children. And that all my paycheck, I traded for all my health, but I never can get it back those time. So that is the more thing for me that the best part of the unexpected from this business I get. And thank you so much for listening. Back to Dana.
Thank you, Ruby. Oh yes, the personal growth, right? We keep hearing that again and again because no matter how much we tell you, you don't really expect that. And when you start a business, you are still thinking of business, make more money for whatever you wanted, right? And then you realize how a changed person you become in only after a couple of months. And it's not the business. What it is the people around you, right? Surround yourself with the right people and you'll change. You surround yourself with lazy people, you'll become like that, right? So it's the people that are around you. And it's so true in life, in no matter what you do, right? If you want to be successful, surround yourself with successful people. Look at all these successful people that you maybe watch on TV or whatever. What are their friends? Like I bet you they are not seeing everyday people who are watching binge Netflix, right? No, that's not how you become successful, right? And there's nothing wrong with relaxing and binging Netflix. I do those from time to time. I did that actually last weekend. We did one of those for almost a whole day with the family. But it was a decision that we all took and we enjoy it, right? So whatever it is, definitely take those breaks, enjoy it, but then switch and focus for that dream life because it doesn't happen by mistake, it doesn't happen by luck, and it doesn't happen by accident. You have to put effort and to start something today. Stop postponing it, right? So Natalia, last but not least, for those people that still say, well, I'll start, I want to start, I'll start, but someday. Not today. How do you respond?
Thank you, Dana. Great question. So for those who are still thinking, my advice is don't because it's not just 1 hour sitting there and you hesitate, but this will go to days after days and years, and it's the point when you don't want to do anything. So you'll stay there where you are, and you think, we actually live in this life the way which we were educated since childhood. So our brain is kind of already trained to live in this life, but also if you want something more, just do it. Because many times I hear people who are successful, they start any business in their life, they start on most miserable point of their life, when they lost jobs, or they lost house, they lost someone from family, they lost everything, and they start like a new life from zero, and they become someone. We actually have in our business many people um, which I was inspired from many of them. And I know a guy which he was a taxi driver, and he didn't even have money to start this business, and he was doing all his best. And today he can afford to go and to buy tickets and fly on first class of family, which that means all depends on us. And if you have a purpose, don't sit and don't wait and don't hesitate. Nothing will happen until you take the action. So this is what I want to say for this. Thank you, Dana.
Yeah, thank you. Yes, someday. Usually, I laugh when people say I'll start someday. Look in the calendar. Show me where the someday is. There is no someday. There is Monday to Sunday, right? There is no someday there, and there is never a better day than to start something than today, right? If we keep postponing it, we know how it is. You'll not be ever younger than you are right now. Think of that, right? You'll never be, getting a best time to start something online than right now. Yeah, maybe it was 20 years ago, but that's already passed, right? So whatever action you take today, you'll regret only not taking it. If you take it, and even if it's not for you, even if it doesn't turn out how you think of, you will find ways to change, to pivot, to adjust, and to still be successful, and maybe more successful than when you thought when you initially started, right? Because yes, it's all those prices, right? The cost of not getting out of your comfort zone and starting. We don't think of money. Oh, the cost of not doing anything, right, or starting, it doesn't cost me anything. It costs you much more than that, right? It costs you on that missed memory with your kids. You'll never return back time, right? Delaying that freedom, delaying that I don't know, feeling, to feel like, oh, I'm so empowered. I travel for the first time for myself. Why didn't I do that when I was younger, right? Staying longer than you need in a stuck place, it's just going to cause more regret, and it's costing you more, right? As I was saying, the dream life has a price tag, and every day it's getting higher, that price tag, because we are not getting younger, right? So if you are ready to stop paying in regrets and start investing in your future, start by investing just some time, right? Watch the free info session, reach out to any of us. You know how to reach to us. Go onto our pages, enter your email address, get that link to the free info session, learn out more about what this business is about, and then you decide if it's really for you or not. There are other opportunities out there. Maybe this is not for you, but what if it is? So with that, thank you so much, everyone, for joining me. Thank you for sharing your stories, and hope you have an amazing rest of your Saturday, and see you next time.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thank
Bye for
you.
now.
Happy
Thank you,
weekend,
everyone.
everyone.